Wait, does that mean our town's oil supply is saved?
That's right. Within 3 months, the supply should be restored. Also, several regions have agreed to share the roads, opening up at least 5 new freight routes for the old oil field. Sons of Caledon. In the next 6 months, I plan to have you manage 3 of these routes.
You mean you're just gonna hand them over on a silver platter?
I heard you've been drawing bad routes lately. Though it's just a coincidence, it's time to compensate you. And though the new routes are lucrative, they also traverse treacherous areas and require experienced riders. I have a condition, though. You need to help the less fortunate residents in these 3 regions for free during this period. How does that sound?
Hey, Lucy. How are the terms? Are they really as good as he says?
If it's true, it does solve our long-standing issues with Blazewood. Plus, with expanded routes, the other biker gangs would see a significant income boost.
I see. Hey, oh man! Your terms are certainly interesting, but it looks like you're making assumptions. The title of Overlord and who gets to allocate the routes hasn't been decided yet. If I become Overlord, I'll be fairer than you.
You can certainly talk the talk. I'll take that as a yes.
All right, I agree.
Caesar, here's a letter of commitment I wrote myself. The route allocations will be officially announced soon. See you at the Tour d'Inferno.
So, it turns out, Moores bugged the handicraft sent to Blazewood for processing, and was listening in on our conversations.
Yes, and once the goods were processed and shipped out, they could discreetly retrieve the listening device. It's a flawless plan.
If that's the case, why did the Overlord reveal this? At that point, we hadn't even discovered the listening device. Even if we hadn't found the listening device, once we cleared things up with Casa, we would have eventually started to suspect the handicrafts.
That's right. If we found the bugs ourselves, things would have gotten out of hand.
Is there a difference? Oh, Bernice, always so optimistic. The Overlord stepping up shows some sincerity, at least. If we had confronted him, even if it was all Moores' doing, he wouldn't have accepted his terms, right? Mishandling this could have shaken the foundations of the Motor League, jeopardizing the safety of the old oil field. It would have caused that much trouble?
Yes, we've been able to live relatively peacefully, thanks to the League ensuring the security of our oil resources. You have to understand, our oil isn't just coveted by other regions in the Outer Ring. Big city companies see it as if something happens to the oil, the biker gangs might have a chance to move to other areas. But everyone else won't be so lucky. Especially Blazewood. The residents are mainly the elderly or children, and their ether aptitude is weak.
Oh, Proxy, there you are. Sorry to bother you, but can we talk? Proxy, I want to discuss Caesar. Ever since we met with the Overlord, she's been acting weird. She's usually straightforward and energetic. But lately, she's just been sitting on her own, lost in thought. She's even eating less than usual. Caesar's worried about something? It's strange, right? Lighter offered to train for the Turd Inferno with her, and she said she'd think about it. I think it's related to what happened that day. But if I ask her, she won't tell me the truth. Just so you know, I don't really care what's wrong with her, but she's still the leader of the Sons of Caledon, and I can't let her affect the others. Proxy, can you come up with something? All right, I'll try to be subtle about it. I'm planning to head back to New Eridu tomorrow to copy some offline data. It might be a good opportunity. That's a good idea. And Caesar hasn't been to New Eridu much. You can show her around. All right, I'll handle Caesar. Tomorrow, have her take you to New Eridu on her bike. I'll leave the rest to you.
So this is where the famous Phaethon lives and runs a video store. That reminds me. Sometimes Lucy comes all the way to New Eridu just to see movies that...
Does Lucy still come back to the city often?
We sometimes do business in the city. Thanks to her New Eridu citizenship, she can come and go as she pleases. Not me, though. If I hadn't come with you today, it would have been 8...
How about we explore the city today? I'll be your tour guide. We have some time while the data copies, and there's nothing else to do here while we wait.
All right, you're the boss. We've seen the movie and had our...
We've got some time to kill.
Okay, let's go.
Everyone, watch out! Stay away from that!
Uh-oh. That guy has a dangerous look in his eyes. Those guys chasing him don't stand a chance. Take care of yourself, Belle. I'll be right back. Hello, Belle?
Caesar, where are you? Are you okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine. I already caught the guy. Don't forget I'm even stronger than lighter. And besides, you weren't that concerned about me when I was dealing with ethereals before.
You sounded so scary just now, and you told me to stay out of the way, so I thought something bad.
Sorry to scare you. That guy was really dangerous for an ordinary person. He could have hurt someone. So, are you still nearby? I got totally turned around chasing him through the alleys. So I am a little lost right now. Give me a minute and I'll come to you. Hey, Belle, can you hear me? The data should have finished Thanks for showing me around. So many strange...
Haven't you ever thought about it, Caesar?
Me?
Belle, it really is you. I saw the note on your door saying you'd be... Chop told me he saw you were back, so I came over to check. How are you guys?
We're doing good. Thanks, Enzo. Just visiting friends for a few days.
I happen to be one of those friends. We'll take good care of Belle and Wise.
With such a friendly host, we neighbors can rest easy. I'll leave you to it. If you need...
Is that guy your neighbor, Proxy? You seem close. I always heard people in the city aren't as close to one another. But from what I've seen today, people seem pretty friendly here too. You asked if I ever thought about living in the city. I guess with so many close friends in the outer ring, I've just never thought about leaving. So, if I want to really protect them, I can't do that.
Are you talking about becoming the Overlord?
Yeah, Proxy. I've been thinking a lot these past few days. Growing up with the stories of the Tour d'Inferno, I always wanted to become the Overlord to prove I was the strongest. But being the Overlord is more than just being the strongest. Even though Pompey's men caused trouble, he stepped in and resolved the situation. I only just found out the reason the Overlord hadn't been seen for the past 6 months is because he had been working on negotiations with the other regions. I would have never thought of doing that. I didn't even know it was an option. When he laid out the terms, Lucy immediately saw the benefits of the new routes for the old oil field. But I only understood after she told me. Casa has been working tirelessly for the town, bearing the brunt of all the pressure. Compared to them, I still have a long way to go.
Don't say that, Caesar. You have your own strengths, too. When you found those goods in the hollow, you didn't get angry. you let Casa take them out first. At the time, we all thought Casa had betrayed us. But you still thought of the town's residents first, worrying the items would be corrupted in the hall.
I think anyone else would do the same, right? Making sure everyone has enough to eat is more important than my pride or my feelings. But hearing you say that makes me feel a lot better. I might not be the smartest, but like a wild boar, once I set my sights on a target, I won't let up until I chase them down. Besides, I've got a great group of friends supporting me. Now it's time to focus on Tord Inferno. Pompeii is a great opponent. This time, we'll find out once and for all who's the best!
Boss, the newly expanded freight routes have been...
Yes.
Boss, you've worked so hard.
If it weren't... By the way, Moores insists he acted alone. What do you think?
Well, boss, you know Moores was also thinking of our best interests.
You're giving me the answer to a question I never asked. But you don't seem too surprised by all this. Wanting to win isn't a bad thing. But since I'm the reigning overlord, we have to act with integrity. The motorlay stability ensures the safety of the oil wells. If there's infighting, someone's going to get taken advantage of. By the way, I heard that you've had a lot of dealings with companies in the city lately.
That is absolutely untrue. It's just that we had some issues with the protective gear we arranged for the oil refinery. I had to find a way to handle it.
I hope so. Lucius, you're smart and ambitious, but always eager for immediate results. Don't...
Yes, boss.
These documents never end. I've been feeling exhausted these days. Am I getting too old for this?
Not at all, boss. You've been talking about the Tord Inferno a lot lately. You're clearly raring to go.
Well said. Caesar may have some potential, but she's not ready to replace me yet.
But boss, please don't overwork yourself for the next few days. After all, for this grand event, you need to be in peak condition.
Do what you're good at, Proxy, and leave the rest to us.
What's that thing flying around? Good question. Eyes wide open and take a gander at this, folks. To give everyone a front row seat to this grand event, every Toad Inferno is filmed by drones. And this year, there's only an unprecedented 10-minute broadcast delay inside and outside the Hollow. Enough chit-chat. Let's introduce this to give everyone a front row seat to this grand event. Every Toad Inferno is filmed by drones. And this year, there's only an unprecedented 10-minute broadcast delay inside and outside the Hollow. Enough chit-chat. Let's introduce this year's factions. Defending, we got the Vanquishers, Pompey, Lucius, and Mars. Challenging, we have the Sons of Paladon, Caesar, Lucy, and Lighter. The rules are simple. Charge whoever completes the ritual.
Overlord! The finals have been a long time coming. This showdown's gonna be a blast.
You're quite confident, little girl. Do your best and try not to bore me.
All right, folks, take your positions. The Toad Inferno is officially on! The Vanquishers and the Sons of Paladon are neck and neck as they pass the fort. Can we expect an epic showdown in the Hollow?
Be careful, everyone. We're about to enter the Hollow.
Cinderglow Lake, here we come! All right, we're in the Hollow.
Everyone, follow this path down into the depths of the Hollow. I'll monitor this route in real time.
Obstacles detected on the road ahead.
Piece of cake.
Warning. Dangerous buildings above the road
Right
ahead.
past them.
You okay?
Not at all! My hair is full of sand!
That's what you get for being so slow.
There are more and more ether crystals around.
Ether concentration levels are up too. Be careful, everyone. Huh? There's a huge building over there.
Probably an oil refinery, right? Big Daddy told me this place used to be incredible. Oh, that was close.
Watch where you're going!
Warning. Fire detected on the road ahead. Warning. Dangerous buildings above the road ahead.
That was a tough track.
Really? Is that all you got?
Just focus on your driving, okay? Watch out! It's getting more narrow up ahead.
Sit tight, Proxy.
What's that sound? The ground's shaking!
Proxy! Dang, that was quite an impact. Is your Bang Boo all right?
I'm fine. How are you holding up?
I'm all right, just a few scratches. I'll live. The only problem when the boulder fell, the ground gave way and collapsed, forming a
Master, due to the spatial distortion caused additionally before the rock fall.
A significant release of energy.
There were old oil facilities on that path. What's this?
Dust. Now that you... Wait. Isn't this stuff the ether powder left behind after a pure ether explosive goes off?
Belle, what did you just say? But the Outer Ring doesn't have advanced ether technology, and the city wouldn't sell such dangerous tech to the Outer Ring. So how did it get here?
That can only mean one thing. The explosion was no accident.
What? Who did this? Couldn't be... the Vanquishers, could it? But when we were at the starting line, Pompey told me to give it my all and give him a proper challenge. He seemed eager to compete.
Caesar, although we can't jump to conclusions, with an incident as serious as this, the drone should have gotten it all on camera. Bernice is watching the race. We have to tell her the truth and get her to call it off.
Understood, second assistant. Connecting you now.
Oh, hey, Proxy, it's you. What are you calling me for? Everything looks to be going smoothly in the Hollow, and we haven't encountered any battles so far.
Huh? Bernice, didn't you see what just happened?
What? Did something happen?
Belle, something's wrong. Ferry says the footage being broadcast has been tampered with. It's not just ours. Even the footage of the Overlord is fake. The footage from both sides has been swapped out. I don't think this is just about stopping us from winning the Tour d'Inferno.
You're right. It seems the enemy is deliberately blocking information from the Hollow, and there's ether explosives appearing where they shouldn't be in the Outer Ring.
Are you saying Cinder Lake might be in...
Yes, I think Belle's guess makes sense.
Caesar, you're the leader of the Sons of Caledon and our client. We can try to get out of the Hollow right now and tell everyone about what happened.
You're stating the obvious, Proxy. We're heading to Cinder Lake. We can't just sit back and watch. As long as we can...
Understood, Caesar. Phaethon will respect and follow your decision.
Wait. What are you all talking about? It sounds like something crazy happened, but it doesn't make any sense.
Don't worry, Bernice. I'll explain everything to you later. Belle, Caesar, you two should get going. You've got to regroup with Leiter and Lucy.
Let's go, Proxy. We don't have much time.
Biosignals detected in the area ahead.
Ugh, there's no end to these things!
It was Lucy's voice. Let's hurry! I have arrived!
Caesar and the Proxy! Seriously? What took you so long?
Are you guys all right?
Boss, don't worry. We're fine. But the collapse just now was not normal.
That's the conclusion we came to, too. Looks like someone is trying to harm Cinder Lake. We have to get there fast.
Wait! If you're going to Cinder Lake, you need a bike!
Note, I've already detected...
That's great news. Proxy, take us there now.
Looks like I win this time.
This way. There's a spatial fissure nearby.
Biosignals detected nearby.
Let's go take a look.
It's Morse.
Boss, that guy just...
Moores, what's your status?
Reporting in, boss.
Still haven't seen him.
Boss? You okay?
Moores, of course the Overlord is fine. Didn't you see him cut down those ethereals just now with a single slash?
Lucius, enough trying to suck up to me. After all these years with me, you still haven't gotten over those bad habits of yours. Turning tail and running at the first sign of danger, and underestimating your enemies when victory's within reach. As a biker and second in command of the Vanquishers, you aren't fit to lead with that attitude.
Boss, I get what you're saying. I've always been slow to learn. If it wasn't for you, I would never have even seen the shadow of Cinder Lake.
Enough. In the past, you would have fled at the mention of the Tour d'Inferno. But now you've Moores, keep an eye on the Sons of Caledon. We aren't far from Cinder Lake.
Not good. The Vanquishers are way ahead of us.
But by the sounds of it,
Is it just me, or does something feel off about that Moores guy? The explosion at the foot of the mountain just now caused a huge landslide. You can see the rising smoke and dust from here, even without binoculars.
Proxy, you're onto something. Seeing something like that would usually cause alarm. Even if Moores was sent to spy on us. It's still weird that he didn't even mention this to the Overlord.
Hey, Caesar, pipe down!
Huh? Who's there?
Morse, time to surrender.
Not gonna happen!
Even close!
My blood's boiling!
Victory's mine!
We're just getting started.
This isn't good. He's trying to get away!
Morse, you coward!
Boss, he escaped through the fissure.
Morse must have had something to do with the explosion back there. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Now's not the time for this. Focus on dealing with the ethereals in front of us. The brave fear nothing.
It's a real crowd pleaser.
I'll bring home the win.
Gotcha!
The Sons of Caledon talked a big game about having a showdown. but this has been disappointingly dull.
Boss, you might have a soft spot for that Caesar, but it's their own fault for being so useless.
But dull can be a good thing. At least we won't have to worry about Cinder Lake for a few years. What's with all these ether crystals coming out of nowhere?
The ether aggregation catalyst can accelerate the crystallization of free-floating ether particles. This is tech developed by City Enterprises to increase ether production, and it works wonders in the unique environment of Cinder Lake.
Lucius, do you mean you...
That's right, Pompeii. I've replaced your spark stone. Cinder Lake will be completely extinguished soon. Oh, and one more thing I almost forgot to mention. When using this catalyst, the nearby ether concentration will skyrocket. Especially for those with a weak aptitude for ether. It will have serious consequences.
Lucius, how dare you? You won't get away with this!
How dare you give me another scar! You monster! Despite being so corrupted, you still have this much strength!
To think I ever had such high hopes for you. I was blind! Do you understand the impact of colluding with the city's ether companies? What it'll do to this place?
Did you really think we all shared your old-fashioned ideals of freedom and morality, boss? The weak and the worthless have no place in this age. With the power of ether, I will establish a new order in this leaderless outer ring. A kingdom completely under my control! What is it?
Boss, we found the Sons of Caledon.
What? All those explosives didn't take them out? We have to retreat for now. Seeing Cinder Lake snuffed out would have been a 90, but now it's down to a 60. Sorry, boss. Time to say goodbye. At least you'll be out. Wait a minute. I just remembered. Weren't you disappointed you couldn't face the Sons of Caledon in a final showdown?
Warning. A significant increase in ether concentration near Cinderglow Lake has been detected.
What? What's going on?
There aren't any cameras near Cinder Lake, so we can't be sure. But it's still...
Damn. Does that mean we're too late?
No matter what, Lucy. We have to get there as fast as we can. Proxy, where are our bikes?
The Fisher took them to a place not too far away. Come with me. Barry, how's the situation at Cinder Lake looking?
Rising ether concentration levels detected. I have also detected that Cinder Lake's heat signature is shrinking.
I knew it! Cinder Lake is in trouble.
We're almost there. Our rides are up ahead. Eat it!
Let's welcome you to the crowd, please.
Weaklings! Yeah! Nice one! The brave fear nothing!
We're almost there. Cinder Lake is just ahead. Caesar, that's...
Old man! Hang in there!
The corruption is too severe.
Caesar! Something's wrong with Cinder Lake! There are ether crystals everywhere! What on earth happened here?
It's Lucius. He betrayed me.
We'll get you out now. We can deal with the rest
There's
later.
no time! Caesar, listen. You must protect Cinder Lake.
Oh man! Old man!
Useless. He's completely turned into an ethereal.
Damn it! This is all Lucius is doing! He's the one conspiring with an ether corporation to extinguish Cinder Lake!
Nay!
That's right. So long as the oil runs out, he can do whatever he pleases.
Warning. Rising ether activity detected.
What? It's not... Take this! Where you at, though? Now! Watch it! Now we're done!
Caesar, let me help.
His attack mode has changed. Watch out, everyone.
Out of our way, old man! If this keeps up...
The enemy is exhausted. Hold on a little longer.
Are you guys okay?
Caesar, don't worry about us. Just think about winning. This is the only way for the Overlord to rest in peace.
Understood. Leave it to me!
I win this time.
Not even close!
Just doing my thing. Amazing!
Not even close! Now! It's back! Get in there!
Looks like I read this time. Snap out of it!
There's more to battle! And the glory!
Beat it!
We're just getting started.
Weaklings!
Record again. Start. Caesar, let me help out once in a while.
Come on, just a bit more! I'm here. I'm fine.
We finally did it.
But the Cinder Lake, in a few minutes, it'll be completely extinguished.
How ironic. Even with the Sparkstone, it's too far away. There's nothing we can do.
Without oil, what does Lucius plan to do with the old oil field?
Unless a miracle happens.
I'll get the Sparkstone there.
What? Wait. No. Caesar, you can't be...
Caesar! Have you lost your mind? You'll die! Caesar! Caesar! If we can't stay here, we'll just leave!
You're right, Lucy. Even without oil, we can still make a living somewhere else. But what about the people who don't have a choice? I'm sorry, but this is what I have to do. Don't look at me like that, because I'll start to feel afraid. Caesar,
Wait, there's an abnormal spatial fluctuation nearby. It's like something is coming our way.
It's not over yet. Where is it?
Yo, we meet again.
Belle, everything.
Proxy! Good.
Caesar, I told with everything that's happened.
I told you I'm just the act that day.
Caesar,
Nothing yet. Looking through the stuff he left. Proxy.
couldn't have done it without you, Caesar. When all I could do was watch as you rode away.
Hey, don't get emotional on me. I was saved by the fissure hidden under the vent. Isn't it crazy how that went down?
A friend who's an expert on this said that due to the complex air currents around the fissure, ether particles are unable to stabilize, preventing it from being sealed off. Due to the balance between the natural gas and the ether particles,
Diving into the fiery sea, the hero returns valiantly. When the first Overlord reached the lake,
Who'd have thought the legend of the first Overlord was true?
people back then didn't know about the fissure, and the first Overlord probably forgot what happened to him.
True, but isn't the existence of a fissure right in the middle of Cinder Lake already pretty divine intervention-y?
do you remember what happened after you fell into the fissure?
Parts of it, but it's hazy in the darkness. I thought I would lose consciousness pretty quickly. But I could feel every part of the overwhelming pressure as I passed through the fissure. Then, I saw a light in the darkness and instinctively pulled back on the throttle and sped. Next thing, I came out right on top of you all.
It was unbelievable. After you said, "We meet again," the next thing out of your mouth was, "Lucy, if I die, the Sons of Caledon are yours."
She's always had her eye on taking over as the leader of the Sons of Caledon. I thought she'd be relieved, but that lunatic jumped up, shouted, "I don't want your leftovers!"
That was intense. Lighter and I were
My face was even swollen the next day. Since you're heading back to the city, let me give you something as a memento.
Oh, it's a sunflower.
Yeah, all of the Sons of Caledon. It's a shame I didn't have time to help with the weaving.
Thanks. I'll take good care of it.
You're always welcome in the Outer Ring, Proxy.
I can't see Caesar and the others in their...
Mr. Wise, leave looking around to me and keep your eyes on the road.
It feels like Cinder Lake was just...
What's wrong, Wise? You sound...
Although we could only prove the fissure in Cinder Lake exist, but seeing Caesar fall, that helpless feeling, just like that time.
Wise.
Belle, you really have to admit we're family in moments like this. You must be thinking the same thing. This is the edge of the city. Eos and Ferry are here too.
Second assistant, you have deviated from your course.
Don't worry, Ferry. We're going the right way. We're here.
Come on, Ian.
It feels like we haven't been back in a...
Fairy, do you know where this is?
Search complete. This is the center of the chasm at the edge of New Eridu. The chasm, which preceded New Eridu, was the product to deal with the out-of-control Hollow Zero. The power of the explosion sparked...
That's right. There's nothing...
New Eridu could only be built because of it. Without it, if you keep driving from here, you'll end up on...
that belongs to the White Star Institute.
And on the right side of the road...
I couldn't finish them?
How could I forget?
Our teacher is right there.
The Helios Academy. It's there now as well.
Teacher, we're...
Master, should you wish.
Carol.
That name was not found. Resulted in the speculation.
No, it's no mistake.
She was our teacher.
She taught us. Fairy.
We became proxies.
We're confident that if there are...
Belle and I are...
Warning, an unknown...
Huh? Nap.
You're...
That's correct.
We're honored you remember us.
I am training to be the...
So you're here to pay your...
Yes,
My condolences.
thank you.
Hmm?
Indeed. I'll catch...